Types of diseases. Diseases can be classified into two types: infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Now let's talk about infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are spread from person to person, especially when a person who is suffering with the disease comes in contact with a person who is having the disease. The person who is not having the disease can get infected, right? So that's how infectious diseases are spread, from a person who is having the disease to a person who is not having the disease. Now, non-infectious diseases. Non-infectious diseases are basically physical or mental diseases caused by increase or decrease in immunity system in a person, right? It's heredity, or it is because of certain not required habits, like having tobacco or anything, smoking, drinking, and all. Through that also diseases can be spread, but they are non-infectious diseases. Natural immunities. Now, what do we understand by natural immunities? Natural immunities are when bacteria or any viruses enter our body, the human body, through air, food, or water. We have white blood cells, which we all know. They attack these bacteria and viruses, surround them, fight against them, and destroy them. That's how our human bodies, we get immune. We get naturally immune to any kind of disease. Okay. In this, the government also has made arrangements for medical checkups, okay, and diagnosis. The health card for children are prepared and maintained. Facilities and provide children in schools for diagnosis for general diseases. Necessary medication is also essential. If necessary, to admit a child in a hospital for some disease, patients are informed accordingly and necessary arrangements are made. Defective eyesight is also found, but diagnosis has been done. In the case parents do not give necessary treatment or there is defective causes during schooling period, early diagnosis bring good results of the treatment for eyesight. Paleness in blood, defect of vitamin A, defect of the teeth, defect in the ear, anemia, etc. These are all the causes which has to be noticed from childhood only, and in this treatments are available in government hospitals and everywhere else. People should go for treatments. These are how the diagnoses are done on regular basis. Importance of regular health checkups helps in increasing and in reducing diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, disease of heart, or cancer are found in adults and senior citizens, because some diseases are found going out of control in the body without giving physical trouble as such. And when physical trouble or complaints arise, then till then they would have done much harm. Such hidden diseases can be diagnosed earlier through regular health checkups. Its treatments then becomes good and good results also come out. So in short, regular health checkups, a person comes to know whether he is suffering from hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart or any cancer in a later stage. Others, what happens? It suddenly starts troubleshooting, and then problem starts coming, and then it's very difficult to get it under control. So regular checkups are necessary. Now over here there is a small chart, vaccine in children. Okay, it's very easy. It's self-explained. Okay, when a person has to take an injection what are the advantages of the injections? So it's here. For example, name of the vaccine BCG, that is, it protects against which disease? That's TB. When it is given? On the second day after the birth of the child or after half month. Okay, how it is given? It is given through injections. Then you have DPT, that's triple vaccine. It helps out in diarrhea, whooping cough, and tetanus. First dose at 1.5 month, second dose after 2.5 months, and third dose at 3.5 months. Again, it's given by an injection. Then you have OPV, that is for polio, after birth, second day, and along with the DTP, that's the third dose, 2 drops in the mouth. This is not injection, these are drops. Then you have smallpox and measles. Smallpox, measles at 9 months, and that's given by an injection, right? So this is the vaccines in children which are given for children. Then we come to booster doses. First booster dose, that's DPT, triple vaccine, diarrhea, whooping cough, and tetanus, as I said. Okay, age 1.5 to 2 years. It's given through injection, like I explained in the last part. Then OPV, polio, age 1.5 to 2 years, 2 drops in the mouth. This is the booster dose which I am talking about. Then you have the second booster dose, that's DT, double vaccine, diarrhea and tetanus at the age of 5 to 6 years. That goes as an injection. Then OPV, polio at the age of 5 and 6. That's 2 drops in the mouth. Then you have the third booster dose, that is TT, tetanus, again given for tetanus, 10 years to 16 years. Injection is given. Then you have vaccine for the pregnant mothers, that is TT, that's tetanus, again given for tetanus. After 16 weeks of pregnancy, injection is given. Then TT booster dose after a month, doses of tetanus, that's injection. The first dose in 2 years. So this is the vaccine, the booster dose for thing, and plus you have the vaccine for the pregnant mothers also. Now here there's a chart I have given you. This is related to village, town, district, state, national level health organizations. Okay, now this chart is basically, I've just sent it to you. I will not be explaining on this because everything is already written here. You can just go through it, that where what levels